Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Legion Alpha, and it's the Disc Priest, our third healer. Or is it a healer anymore? Or is it in fact the return of the hybrid, which is generally what they are aiming for this time round? The Disc Priest is a rock and roll hybrid, in my opinion, as it is. You can look at my bars. No heal, no greater heal. Nothing like that is in there. We have some shields. We've got a penance, which by default does not heal anybody. We've got a very basic heal. Oh my god. This thing is completely hybridized. How that's going to play out, I have no idea. I'm excited. In the preview we had for the Disc Priest, I was overjoyed with the potential complexity that's going to come from this class. Now, what I believe they've done is actually stripped away a lot of the extra stuff, or what was, I call it extra stuff now, but the baseline stuff Dis originally had, they've kind of stripped that away, all its basic healing fundamentals, and left you with purely the idea that you are a hybrid DPS healer. I'm pushing you down that road. So, in operation of full disclosure, you can click the links in the back. This artifact quest is very long and well-travelled. I'll pre-warn you of that, and the class hall is at the end. Please click those, so go skip to that. In the interest of full disclosure, I have played this already. Usually, and pretty much every single artifact quest, it's as soon as I log in, I place my buttons, I have a little read, boom, we go, we record. Unfortunately, my Disc Priest quest bugged out, and I didn't know it. I was still able to finish it. It just seemed very strange to me. There were supposed to be NPCs and stuff involved. In fact, in my artifact quest, I didn't heal anything at all. It was just like hybrid DPSing things for about 30-40 minutes, and I was just totally baffled and confused. But I was told that yes, it is working. I just happened to be one of the guys who got a bugged one. So we're going to be doing it again to give it a fair shout, because I want you guys to get a realistic experience rather than my tainted bugged out experience. So let's go over the changes. Let's look at the actual description of this thing. This is important. This is one of the biggest changes we've had. It uses magic to shield allies from taking damage as well as heal their wounds. So we have a number of different options here, but the key, of course, is Atonement. Many of you will recognize it. It's been around for a while. Plea, Shadow Word Shield, and Shadow Mend also apply Atonement to your target for 15 seconds. When you deal spell damage, you instantly heal all targets affected by Atonement for 50% of the damage done. This is basically it, guys. This is how you heal. If you did not like Disc Priest Atonement in the past, you're probably going to be pretty fucked in Legion, because this is just how it works. Okay? Shield has a cooldown. It still exists, but it has a cooldown. No spamming around all the shields everywhere and all that kind of stuff. You are going to be using Atonement. You're going to be managing this buff on your raid, on your party, and making sure you get your best use of that. Now, it did say that Plea, which is like super cheap, is 1,000 mana. And I think that's a good idea for the introduction to the changes of this spec, is that they made it super cheap to apply Plea, to apply Atonement. It's not really about the heal. It's a 23k heal in a world where we've already got like 300k HP at level 100. But in fact, it's just giving you the Atonement buff, so you can spot heal people, give them the Atonement buff, and you should be good to go at that point. So that's pretty cool as well. You also have this, though, Power Word Radiance. It's not mentioned in the specialization, but it's an AoE heal, like a circle of healing. Does very little. You can see it hit me for 10k, but it does apply Atonement, but only for 50% of the duration. Okay, 50% of the normal duration of Atonement, but you can sort of get it onto many people at once. So it's a very interesting style of play. What's then more interesting then, that's Atonement. That's applying the buff of Atonement to people so that they can be healed through damage. What are our damage options then? Because if we're going to be DPSing a lot, which seems to be how this is going to be, then they need to be interesting. Have they got that? Not yet, but I think if this is how they're pushing the Disc Priest, they should really look at some more interesting DPS options. So what do we have here? We have Purge the Wicked. This is actually a replacement for Shadow Word Pain. Okay, so ordinarily you have Shadow Word Pain there. This is just from talents. You have Penance. Okay, you can see I cannot cast Penance on myself. You have to talent for that. It is a DPS spell. And then you have the choice of Smite or Mind Blast. Okay, you have both of these spells. Mind Blast is your heavy hitter, okay? It costs more mana, but it does more damage, meaning more healing through Atonement. And then you have Smite. Less mana, less healing, okay? That's generally the idea. So pretty simple so far. So my initial thoughts, again, I have played this. This isn't a quick look or anything. It's just we could use some more DPS options here. That would be far more interesting if we're going to be DPSing quite a lot. Let's look at the talents then and see what we've got. So you get the Penitent, where Penance may be cast on a friendly target, which is cool for some guys, I think. But I think with the way this is playing, this is more like a callback to how it used to be for some people who may not like the new system. But realistically speaking, I don't think they want you to do that at all. Castigation, where Penance fires 1 additional bolt. I'm going for that because we'll be using Penance as DPS. And Schism. The final bolt of Penance creates an explosion of shadow energy around the target, dealing damage to all enemies. That's cool as well. That's cool, but I would like some sort of AoE spell by default if we're going to be DPSing a lot. Angelic Feather, Body and Soul, Masochism. Okay, when you cast Shadow Mend on yourself, it deals no damage. I should mention Shadow Mend here, which is kind of a risk-reward spell. So it's 4,000 mana, not super cheap, where you wrap an ally in shadows, which heal them for 36,000, but at a price. The ally will take 3,611 damage. You can see the direct derivative there of the 36,000 every second until they have taken 18,000 total, which is like half. Okay, so you get a big bursty heal on them. You can see it's a 1.18 second cast. Yeah. It's 1.18 second cast. It's pretty good. Heals them for a decent amount, but they're going to take dot damage for 50% of the amount. Okay, that's how that works. So it's very cool. Shining Force, which is create a burst of light around a friendly target, knocking them away. You get a knockback and a slow. Psychic Voice, reduce the cooldown of your psychic screen by 30 seconds. And this is great. Dominant Mind. When you mind control someone, obviously you take control of that target. However, with Dominant Mind, they just become a pet, essentially. They become an ally. You may also control your own character while Dominate Mind is active. So you'll mind control someone and they'll just fight for you. This is great. I love this, especially in the PvE world. This is really cool in dungeons and stuff. Absolutely fantastic because, you know, it was always that risk reward. You're giving up your ability to heal to mind control something, and not many people are comfortable with that. I understand that. I think that's pretty fair. Powered Solace still exists. Shield Discipline, which is essentially Rapture. Now, what makes it really strange is Rapture still exists, okay? So Classic Disc Priest will know all about Rapture. And when your Powered Shield is completely absorbed, you're instantly refunded 1% of your maximum mana. But Rapture is now actually a cooldown, which is very nice. For the next 8 seconds, your Powered Shield has no cooldown, okay? So they wrapped the ability to spam bubble people, which is a big part of the predictive play of Disc Priest, into a cooldown. I'm fine with that. I think that's a really nice idea. Rather than being stuck in the bogged down potential of things like Infest on the Lich King and all these sort of diss moments that just made or broke their place in a raid, but really with no skill or involvement or consideration. Turning this into a cooldown to be able to spam bubble the raid, which is obviously going to be very powerful. I like that. I really like that because it's both predictive and a choice the player has to make. Fantastic. Really like that. Mindbender's still there. We're going to use Mindbender for the sake that we're going to be doing quite a bit of DPS. Contrition, your atonement duration is increased by 5 seconds. I will be surprised, certainly in raid healing, if you're doing a lot of raid healing, that you don't have to take this. Because, you know, Powered Radius is really expensive. 11,000 mana. It's not cheap. And you don't get atonement for a very long time at all. So, you know, you've got to bet that it's like 7 seconds or something. Yeah. So you get it for 7 seconds. It's just not that great. If you can actually get some better stuff out with shields. I mean, you've got to remember that Powered Shield causes atonement. So you pair this up with Rapture, and you can get a hell of a lot of atonements out. So your DPS does huge amounts of healing. Huge. The potential skill cap for Disc Priest is amazing right now. Can't wait to get into some real scenarios and play with it. Power Infusion's still there. Twist of Fate is still there. We're going to use Power Infusion because we're going to be DPSing mostly. Clarity of Will still exists. Okay, so there it is. I would be surprised if they removed Clarity of Will, to be honest. Divide Staff, for obvious reasons of what we're doing now. Halo's still there. Now, Purge the Wicked. It cleanses the attack with fire. Essentially, it's Holy Fire. Okay, so you get the Holy Fire there. It replaces your Shadow Word Pain. Grace is still there. Increase your non-atonement healing absorption by 30% on targets with atonement. And Shadow Covenant. Draw on the power of Shadow to heal up to 5 injured allies within 30 yards of the target for some amount, but leaves a shell on them that absorbs the next healing they receive. This risk-reward idea is very interesting. And I think a lot of this points to me, a general note before I've done anything mega on this. I've done the artifact quest, but honestly, you don't do any healing. Or I didn't do any healing, which is why I'm redoing it. This risk-reward idea is really cool. And adds to the skill cap potential of the spec, that you could be really powerful as long as you can deal with the payoff or the drawbacks that come with it. Or, in fact, you could work around that and be very predictive and play a Disc Priest correctly as it's been designed to be done. And do really well with it as well. They don't want this class to be what it is currently, which is people spamming bubbles and Clarity of Will and getting great results from that without having to do pretty much anything, which is a great contrast to some of the class changes we've seen so far in Legion. So I've gushed enough, I think. I've gushed enough that I'll save the rest for the quick look, although that was like 10 minutes of overview. Anyway, without further ado, let us enjoy what our Disc Priest has on offer. Now, again, pre-warning here, there's loads of traveling in this quest. I'll be cutting the video in various areas where I'm just flying from A to B. Priestly matters. Master Tanara. I come at the behest of someone who would like to organize a stronger resistance to the Legion threat. If you would, please meet him at Fowl's Rest at Tirisfell Glades. He will guarantee both safety and an opportunity to take a greater role in the conflict. Attend the secret meeting. Off we go. So we're going to head our little way. Oh, as long as we don't crash. Cool, we didn't. We're going to head our little way into Khadgar's Tower, which has been lovely textured now. If you might have seen the pre-Christmas Legion videos where this had no textures, is working now. And off we'll go. So we're taking them on to Dalaran Crater. That is correct. This is looking much better. I would like some NPCs to be inside here, though. It's a very lonely place, considering what it is. Use our body and soul to get going. Dalaran Crater. Warning, drop. Ah, yeah. I've already got Levitate on. I was wondering why I put Levitate on. I remember. We're all good. And into the Dalaran Crater we go. There's something quite heavenly about how you enter this as a priest. Compared to the mage as well. Slowfall's just not quite the same. But having said that, let's get down a little bit quicker. Yee, excellent. Right, so we're off to meet the strange priest at the Fowl's Rest. So you might have seen this before. This is the same prologue as the Shadow Priest gets. Exactly the same. And it's not too far to go, so I'm not going to cut the video for this one. I will say I'm looking forward to this quest, as I was super disappointed. I said on the web show that the Disc Priest video that I shot last week, on Friday, in preparation for getting this video out for you guys, it was a rage fest. I was so angry that they just made this awful quest, where essentially I just was doing nothing different than maybe even a daily quest, is how it appeared to me. And there was supposed to be good stuff going on, and it just wasn't. It was so disappointing and sad. And the entire playstyle was, I mean, not to heal anybody, was very, very unusual. And so that's why I double checked before I uploaded it as to, did everybody else have the same experience here? They're like, no, not all. Did this not happen? Did this not happen? I was like, oh, no, that didn't happen at all. So it's well worth thinking about reshooting. So I hope you'll forgive me for not being totally blind going into this. I know you guys like that, so hopefully spot some issues here. But certainly, I mean, look, just consider the options of the Disc Priest right now. Consider managing this atonement buff as best you can and making choices on that and the potential output that you can pair up with things like... You could do things like a power-infused, raptured shield DPS nuke that could just potentially alter the game if your Disc Priest is good enough to line that up and make it work. I hope so, anyway. I hope it's balanced in such a nature that they can do that, because you'll certainly be giving up the ability to do a lot of healing outside of that. Kalia. Hello there. Not followed, were you? Are you the one I'm supposed to meet? Why are we all the way out here? Alonsus Fowl. I apologize for the secrecy. Old habits die hard. I am Alonsus Fowl. At times I've been the leader of a church, a mindless minion of the Scourge, and a commander of the secret war. But I have always been a priest first. The Legion is a threat I cannot ignore, so I have decided to step out from the shadows. I am working on gathering priesthoods of all denominations to address the threat together. At its head would be a priest that has proven his or her ability so often that they are a hero to all people. I believe you are that hero, but others still need convincing. Will you take this challenge? You know what? We will. A legend you can hold. For what's to come, you'll need something to enhance your considerable abilities. I have a few possibilities that I'd like to show you. As you'll be handling this personally, I'll leave it to you to decide which is the most important. So we want Light's Wrath, okay? So this is going to give us the ability, when casting holy spells, it has a chance to cause your staff to send a wave of healing to all targets that have atonement up. Casting shadow spells is a chance to cause your staff to imbue with shadow energy, causing you to deal 3% more direct damage every second for 10 seconds. Nice. Nice. Really wish that wasn't a random proc, but maybe we can say it's not, as shadow spells cause it, so we can kind of pre-plan that if you think about it. Very cool. Depending on how often it procs, obviously. Okay, I've been watching your exploits, and I think you're the right hero for the job. A good choice. My brethren and I stand ready to assist you on your next move, Tanara. The Light's Wrath. A bold choice. Ooh. Though if you believe you can control its energies, it could prove vital to our cause. Retrieving it won't be easy. It was last held by the Kirin Tor, who, fearing its unbridled power, handed it to the blue dragonfly to secure away from the hands of men. Only they would know exactly where it was taken, or how to retrieve it. The dragon Kalek may be our best chance. He now resides upon the Council of Six in Dalaran. Seek him and your answers there. Right, squad, so we're going back to Dalaran now. Okay, there's a lot of traveling in this one. Like, huge amounts, compared to some of the other ones, which are like, go in here, do the quest, and we'll teleport you there, and go, go, go. This is like, you will travel the four corners of freaking Azeroth to find this thing. Absolutely will. So let's go see Kalek. Love the sparkly snowflakes and little Mario stars on that. It's so pretty. It's body and soul, not the shield that's doing it, but still, it looks awesome. It looks very cool. Thrall. Agra. Take it easy. It's also so quiet now. It's just amazing how many extra people were let into the alpha, and after the initial rush, everyone's locked out again. It's like, oh, okay. Kalek, my man. So you seek Light's wrath, a dangerous weapon to be sure. Long ago, the Kirin entrusted the blue dragonflight to its safekeeping. It was locked away in the only place that could contain its rampant power, the Nexus Vault. I have not been there in some time. After the blue dragonflight was dissolved, the Nexus was abandoned. There is no knowing whether the Nexus Vault is still intact, or what may be waiting in the Nexus itself. See, that bugs me. It's like, this is really important, but fuck it. Yeah, whatever. If you seek the Nexus, I would warn not to rush headlong. There are strange happenings in Caldara, and it would be best to gather some information before proceeding. At my last visit to the Dragonblight, I sensed unusual energies from the Azure Dragon Shrine, since this place was very closely tied to the Malygos' plans during the Nexus Wars. Whatever is present there may explain the current state of the Nexus. I cannot accompany you, but this crystal can be used to communicate with me. Good luck. Right, so now we're off to the Dragon Shrine and Dragonblight. We've not been for so long, which is awesome. I'm so glad that they're going to reuse the Nexus, because is it not one of the most beautiful places ever created in the game? I mean, it's small. Caldara itself is really small, but God, it looks fucking good. It looks so good. Right. Wormrest Temple. That beautiful... I remember just seeing it in the distance, because you quest like on the shore, and it's above a mountain, like a mountain edge, and you could just see it, and I was like, wow, this place is fucking cool. I can't wait to go in there, and then boom, you start questing in there. The quests aren't that great, but still. Dragon Hype. Hello, Alex Strazer. Right, travel to the Azure Dragon Shrine. Hey, Kalek, you couldn't come with us, but you stood there. Never mind. Okay. Just look at this place. When zones were zones. Yeah, I'll say it. I mean, look at that in the background. Fuck off. Seriously. Even here, at this view distance, just look at the ominous presence of this place. Look at the sky. Man. I'm gonna get all emo about this shit. Alright, here we go. Travel to the Azure Dragon Shrine. Find some clues. So, I have no idea when we will get any form of other people, but this is essentially what we'll be doing for quite a while in this quest until we get some NPC involvement, which I don't believe will happen yet. It's basically trying to teach you that DPS is a thing now, right? So what you're going to see me doing is dotting things up with the Purge the Wicked, using Penance as my primary DPS spell, and probably filling with Mind Blast, because it does more damage. Nothing more, nothing less. Mana's not a huge concern for what we're doing on this quest. Alright, look for the clues. This portal is very similar to the ones the Ethereals used in Outland. Callbacks, and true. Could it be them? What did Malygos promise? Yeah, the Ethereals. Hype. I love the Ethereals. You can move with your penance though, which is awesome. So as you can see, no healing. If I shield myself, not only am I absorbing, but you'll see the heals start to fly in. See this here? Yeah? Okay. This device appears to be exploiting the void energy released when Malygos forced Azeroth's ley lines into the Twisting Nether. I recall the ley line quests from this area. Fuck if I know what they're about. I remember testing ley lines and all this kind of stuff. I have no idea what the hell was going on with that. Maybe you guys could fill me in the comments. A brief summary would be nice. This weapon has been corrupted with energy from the Twisting Nether. Okay. Whomever wielded it I can't read today. Whoever wielded it must seek to weaponize the void. But for what purpose? Weaponize the void. What does that mean? I mean, how can you weaponize a void? That's crazy. A new threat. Yet more evidence of ethereal technology. This may be an unfortunate turn. This appears to be a communication device commonly utilized by the ethereals. Perhaps it could be the key. I guess there's only one way to find out who's really behind this. A forgotten enemy. The device still hums with power. It must have been abandoned not long ago. The nearby switch appears to activate it. Ooh. Nexus Prince Bilal. I thought I had ordered all to return to the Nexus. What's this? Another intruder come to claim the artifacts from the Nexus vault. You are too late, priest. Even now, the power of the artifacts serve to widen the breach within the twisting nether. With this power, the Ethereum will become an unstoppable force. We will become void. I forgot an enemy. So the Ethereum has taken the Nexus, and yet, that seems the least of our worries. If they truly seek to widen the breach into the twisting nether, then they pose a threat to all of Azeroth. It would seem that fate has set you on this path for a reason. Not only must you recover the artifacts, but you must put a stop to the Ethereum as well. I regret that I cannot assist you more directly, but I will guide you as I can. You should travel at once to Caldara, Tanara. There I would recommend you scout out a few key locations and report back to me. I know the area well and should be able to tell you how to proceed. Make haste! I would, so we're going to head over to Caldara now. I would give my left nut for there to be something that transports us to Caldara from here, because it's a fucking long way, dude. It's like way over there. So I'm going to skip on, right? I'm not going to show you the whole flight. I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be a dream. One day you'll get to enjoy it on live, but other than that, I'm going to just fly my ass on over there. And, yeah. Okay, back in a moment. Well, we're coming into land, but I just thought we could take this scene in. I talked a lot in the zones about the idea that sometimes just letting the fantasy take over just gives you these moments of awe-inspiring, just, you know, you drink them in. Look at this. How cool is this? Despite the fact that even in original Wrath of Lich King, this area was pretty boring to leveling in, until you came back later and did a lot of the dragon stuff up on these platforms. Just awesome. Absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous. And it's not about, you know, cultural feel or whatever. You know, like in Stormheim and stuff, if you've seen those zones yet. Or High Mountain, I should say. Where it kind of fits the theme. Sometimes it's just nice to just go a little bit fucking crazy. And just let the imagination run a little bit wild. Which is cool. Right, so we're going to inspect the Nexus Spire. We're scouting. Scouted. Whatever the Ethereals are up to, they are generating an incredible amount of void energy. The Surge Needle scouted. The Surge Needle, which was that? Those Surge Needles must be what they're using. Let's take a closer look. Did I have to land? I can't remember. Apparently so. This is always the problem when I've done it at once already. Is like I'm trying to remember exactly how I did it in the first place. Which is something terrible. I shouldn't do that. Give me an interrupt, please. Let's get our Mindbender on the go. Do some damage, buddy. And we got a reset on penance. So you do get some resets to track, by the way. It's not the end of the world in terms of actual DPS stuff. You can see that my penance resets on a few occasions. See, like there, it's just reset. A little bit of in-game warning would be nice for that, but still. I mean, if we had Tell Me When or whatever, it'd never be an issue in our entire lives. Channeling! Expelling the energy of the void. Oh. Uh-oh. We good? Oh, it's up here. Damn it! So the Ethereum vaulted Malagos' Surge Needles to tap into the void energy caused by the rift. I'm a noob. I'm a noob. This is why I should never do these in a second. Their power must also be feeding the shield around the Nexus. Now let us take a look at the foundation. See, the problem is, if you've done it before, you kind of half remember what you did, but not exactly, and that screws you up. The vault must be weakened. I can see the energy from your artifact breaking its way free. Yeah. You can see this is like the weapon's power leaking out. We may be able to use this to our advantage. It seems that the Ethereum has gleaned how to use Malagos' surge needles to bore deeper into the twisting nether. I believe we might be able to use these devices against them. Harnessing the holy fire. The energy from Light's wrath lashes out from within the weakened Nexus vault. We may be able to use this raw, chaotic energy to our advantage. If we can harness this energy and feed it into the surge needles, it should cause rather destructive reaction. Empower yourself with unstable holy energy. Down we go. Down we go. Get dotting up. Wouldn't it be nice if our penance could cleave? That would be cool. So you can see what I mean. There's a lot of just DPSing in this quest. Can I not click this? Oh, that's strange. I could click those previously. And they actually give you far more than killing these mobs. Ah, there we go. We can click this one. A lot of DPS in this quest line. A huge amount compared to any form of healing. Which is very strange that they decided not to sort of like... I mean, it doesn't take long to say, hey, look, you should be DPSing. Ah, didn't get away with it. Almost got away with it, but not quite. But I guess I get that they want you to be like, hey, you know what? You're heavily DPSing these days. All right, that's cool. But you know, let's get some healing going. That's why we rolled this class fundamentally. And you've got a lot of people who want this class for that. I see you're able to harness the energies of Light's wrath. It has been a long time since there was a priest that could control it. Are you prepared to unleash it? Fuck yeah, buddy. You have the power you need to destroy the surge needles. At the location of the breaches where the surge needles pierce the ground, there will be a large concentration of void energy. Focus the power of Light's wrath into these points of focused void, and the reaction should cause an overload, destroying the surge needle above. You must act quickly. Let's go. So, you'll probably recognize this is something I just tried to do like 2 minutes ago, but that's okay. Come on, baby. What if dot management? What I'd like to point out now, because we're going to be DPSing for a while here, guys. There's no getting away from it. We're going to be doing this and then going to the next one and doing the same again. Pretty much. Is how could they modify the DPS to make it a little bit more interesting? I would certainly like even maybe some dot management thrown in here. That would be kind of cool. Just a little bit of dot management. Something to make it, give it more of a priesty feel. Crush. So we're going to have to do this 3 times. And travel around the area. Yeah, so some more dots. Maybe alterations to the way Vampiric Touch works. And, you know, to a more holy, angelic version. I would love to see Archangel back. I fucking miss Archangel like the back of my teeth. I loved Archangel management. And I just loved how cool it looked. Oh, we already killed these mobs. Nice. That should speed things up a little bit. One more to go. Archangel was such a wonderful little thing to do. And then you had to proc it and you got to generate and make choices and then use the buff and all that kind of stuff. I would absolutely love to see that return and give us some alterations to these. I would love some more differential between Mind Blast and Smite. I get what they're going for between like efficient heal and expensive heal. That totally makes sense and people will relate to that. But if you're going to change the class this much, there's room for making a few more changes. Die, baby, die. God, that penance. See, this is why I took that extra talent for the extra penance. Penance is so freaking hard, dude. Really crazy. They certainly need to put some more animations into the DPS, I feel. Mind Blast and Smite, they just don't have the fucking moxie for something that was going to be spamming pretty much for the entirety of the expansion at this point. The shadow is... Asyogos! The shadow is lifted. Yeah, buddy. What little mind is this, I feel, that can break such a foe? Asyogos! He must have returned to the Nexus to secure the artifacts in the vault. Malygos always trusted him to watch over the magical items in the care of the flight. I'm afraid I must ask another favour of you, Tanara. If the Ethereum managed to capture Asyogos, then they may be more powerful than I had imagined. We have not always seen eye to eye, Asyogos and I, but he's still my kin. Since you seek to put an end to them and claim Light's wrath, I would ask that you also free my brother from their grip. With the Surge Needles destroyed, the shield has dissipated. The Nexus awaits you. Into the Nexus we go, my friends. This will be where loads of people come unstuck because they have no idea how to get to the Nexus. Which will be pretty amazing in my eyes. You know what I mean? Nexus was one of those places where when LFD came out, literally a week or so later, a lot of people just didn't know where it was. Like, not in terms of like me there, like, is it the Oculus or whatever? But they just had no fucking clue where it was. Like, how to get here. The corpse room would take absolutely forever. Oh my god. It was the best time ever, because it was a new thing to the game. Like, how do you not know where the Nexus is? Really? Right, okay. The DPS continues. So the lock on the Nexus is broken, and by common blood elf no less. Will wonders never cease? I know, right? I'm not going to say Master Race, because that allows a certain somebody in our team to win. The Ethereum have been quite effective in taking a bite out of this old dragon before I could acquire anything you would deem useful. If it's looting you desire, as your kind so often do, then I would take the fight to them. Oh, I'm here to free you, brother. Brother Dragon. I'm here to free you. Okay, so what I'm hoping is going to happen at some point is we'll get some sort of NPCs here. Because I was told that that should happen. And I'm hoping it does. I'm really, really hoping it does. Oh, nice penance reset. Wait, are you here after them? In that case, I could use a hand here. Yeah, so he sees me killing these. Now, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to be able to see Asyogos in this room. Like here. But as you can see, we can't, so... That's one thing to consider, but I'm pretty sure we're supposed to be able to. I should mind control these. I'll mind control some more. We're going to fight quite a lot of these. Okay. Do something. Please. I was kind of hoping... There. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Asyogos protected. Where is he? Hello? The hell is happening right now? Find a way into the vault. See, this is the things that didn't happen for me last time. Hello? Find a way into the vault. Reach the librarian. Where are you? Aha! I have somebody! Is it just you? You're not even on my party frames, though. What? Can I shield you? I can shield you. Okay, so you're going to do damage for me. So I did the remainder of this quest without this. So this is new for me. So now I'm hyped. Now I'm hyped. This is all exciting for me. Come on. Show me what you got. Yeah, so now I can tell you properly what happened is Asyogos never spawned for me. Although the quest said that he probably had done. Oh, it just said I had freed Asyogos. It didn't say that Asyogos was part of my squad or anything like that. And I went on to do the remainder of this entire mission without him. And it sucked. Because it took absolutely forever. And it was just me DPSing all the way through. Like, I went on this crazy tirade of why the hell have you made this really long quest where all you do is DPS essentially like amateurish quest mobs? Why have you done that? I have to remember which way to go to the librarian. It is not that way. This way. Come on, buddy. Let's go. So I'm so happy now. Asyogos is part of the crew. Looking bold. Looking dapper. That'll do just nicely. Show me the money. That this is the right way. I know where we're going, but we've probably gone the wrong way. Aha! The Nexus vault must be weakening. And that holy fire can only mean Light's wrath is no longer fully contained. Cool! I'm so happy you're here, dude. Oh, wait. It's a powerful yet quite chaotic artifact. Yeah. I'm still not having to heal him, though. I mean, I can heal him, but it doesn't seem to be a thing that I should heal him. Which I find really strange. If he's the only NPC we get... I mean, usually we get 5. Like, even the Resto Druid one, as easy as that was, gave us 5. Gave us a full party to play with. If the Disc Priest doesn't, it's just like, look, you're a DPSer now. Face it. The fire seems to have superheated the ground. I hope you have some way to get us over it. Oh, do I have to leave? Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, or I could have levitated him, I suppose. I mean, I just ran through it with a bubble on, but... Yeah. I think it wants me to levitate him. In fact, he's levitating now. Does he land again? Does it assume I've levitated him? This is the kind of stuff I want to see out of these artifact quests, honestly. Is them finding ways to make people be aware of their other abilities. Like Leap of Faith. You know, offensive Dispel, defensive Dispel. All these kind of things that are like all part of the toolkit, but they don't often fit into quests. Like, you must Leap of Faith us here, you must levitate us here. And then people go, oh, okay. I forget I have Leap of Faith, and sometimes just to give them a kick up the ass. You're going to remember, people can use 100 boosts. Now, what's your health like? Okay, you're fine. So you can imagine what my previous time was like, where I didn't have Kalek doing DPS, or Asyogos doing DPS. I was just trudging my way through this entire place, which is fine. This is so much faster. It's good. Although I would say the DPS focus is still there. I was expecting to at least heal somebody. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Is that, well, it's not finished yet, but I will say now he's the only NPC that I know of is in this dungeon, which is why I redid it. We're here. Now let me see if I can find a way into the vault. What is curious though, this entire quest completes whether or not you can see him or not. It's as I suspected. The main entrance to the vault was broken off when Malygos created the breach into the twisting nether during the Nexus Wars. There must be some other way to reach it if the powers held inside could still be felt from within the Nexus. Aha, that's it. Wait a minute. The energy from the vault is surging. Brace yourself. Ooh. I did not fight this before. Excellent. Power infusion, Mind Blast, go! Hype! I have aggro over Asyogos, by the way. I think that's kind of funny. That was too close. If the artifact continues to go unchecked for much longer, it will bring this whole place down around us. We must head to the rift. It's the only way. Yeah. I'm not impressed by your DPS, Asyogos. I'm starting to get the idea that I'm just doing more damage than you by a lot. By a hell of a lot. But I could be wrong. I don't have my recount on. What I can't wait to do is get into a dungeon with this thing and see how it plays out. This thing is going to split people in half, though. Like, the players. If you're a Disc Priest who only picked it up, certainly, like, after Kata, so mop time, you may... I got a feeling a lot of people hate this. I'd be interested to see from the comments how many people are watching this and just being like, this is absolutely not what I wanted. But this is cool, though. Didn't there used to be a bridge here? There certainly did. You're correct. You fools! You may have destroyed the Surge Needles, but you are too late to stop us. The power of Light's wrath will suffice to rip open the breach. Oh, great. More ethereals. Wait, it looks like they're channeling the energy from the vault into the breach. That's not good. Come, we'll have to show these ethereals that I still have some fight left in me. Da, 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 da. Holy shit, really? Where the fuck were you yesterday? I'll bring whatever power I have to bear against the Nexus Priest, but in my weakened state, it'll be mostly... Oh my god, I hope you're prepared. Yeah, I couldn't even get to this. It just got sort of like skip me on. What? Am I in control? What? Ah, you're so my bitches, Asyogos. It's like the Malagos fight all over again. You are too late, interlopers. Nothing can stop me now. Oh, crap. Oh, that's cool. That is so cool. Am I just killing this dude? Okay. I bet I can't use my Mindbender up here. No. I didn't expect to be able to. Yeah, more DPS, though. Which I obviously can't lose. Which would be hilarious if you could, but... You can see how quickly you burn through mana, though. Start spamming a lot of Mind Blast. That can happen so quickly. Even with Power Infusion on. Ha! So much for the all-powerful Void, you know? You're not so bad for a little Blood Elf. Yeah! You should be able to access the vault through the rift here. I can open a portal, but I'll have to remain here to keep it open. The way is open. Hurry, little Blood Elf. I can't keep this open for long. Seize control of Light's wrath. Yeah, buddy. And there she blows. Claim Light's wrath and leave the Nexus. Nice. We nailed it. Awesome. There she... Oh, we got it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What a wondrous sight that is. Right then, let's get back to where we're going. Oh, I've equipped it already. Let's have a look, see what we think. It's cool. It's so simple in its design. Portal hype. Here? Yes. Okay. Good. You must have done something because the energies from the vault seem to be stabilizing. Now hurry back before the portal closes. I am impressed, Tanara. Never have I seen a priest capable of controlling Light's wrath. The ethereals have been routed, and you have the weapon you came for. Your business is done here, but mine has just begun. Oh, really, dude? What are you doing? What are you up to? See, I think every artifact quest in some way is starting some shit for later in the expansion. I thank you for freeing me. You have given me the greatest gift. I will use that time to secure the Nexus. It is obvious that we cannot let it fall into the wrong hands again. This portal will take you back to Kalek. Give the old blue my regards, will you? Certainly will. Oh, they seem like buddies now as well, which is cool. I'm truly expecting pretty much most of the stuff that has big characters in it in the artifact quests all leads into something during the expansion. And people in your guild or whatever will be like, dude, I totally set Asyogos on that path. And I was involved in sorting that stuff out of the Nexus. Which I think is going to be super awesome. So, we have our weapon. I really like the staff. I really like it. I think a lot of Disc Priests wanted a one-hander and offhand. But I like it. I think it looks very cool. I actually think the standard one looks fucking badass. Not compared to the one we looked at the web show recently, which has faith stats on it. Which looks like the faith staff. The Nexus Vault! You have my gratitude for saving Asyogos, Tanara. I can rest easy knowing that the Nexus is under his care. As for you, I can see you're full of surprises. Never in my time have I seen a priest who can control the chaotic energies of Light's wrath. You are truly the hero we need to face the Legion. The gift of time. You have done a great thing for the Blue Dragons today, Tanara, as well as for my own peace of mind. Now, armed with Light's wrath, I only ask that you fulfill your original goal and take the fight to the Legion. I believe your comrades await your return near the statue of Antonidas. Safe travels, friend. Right. And we continue on. One of the longest quests in the artifact system. Not one of the strongest, though. Even after doing that a second time, it's very strange that you just DPS. I get that they're telling you, like, look, you're mostly going to be DPSing. That's fine. But not demonstrating any way of atonement really working other than just yourself and shielding yourself and stuff. I'm not sure I like that. In fact, I know I don't like that. Tanara's returned with total success. Well done indeed. He shows talent. Okay. She shows talent. Please, dude. All I'm saying is I would really, I love the story. I think the story is very cool. I would love some, you know, a little party to work through there with. That would be fine. Unless I missed them again. But entirely possible. So the dragons proved helpful. This is good. We may need their assistance in the war to come. For now, the Prophet Velen has asked that he meet with you. The light and the void. Had a chance to stop tending his Naru garden, I see. Alonso's Fowl has proven to be a strong ally, and his instincts have been exceptional. I think you are uniquely suited to assist with a matter that will bring a great good into this world. I want to take you somewhere, not on Azeroth, to finish a task my people started long ago. Will you aid us? Yes. Yes, I will, Velen. The mages have kindly set up a portal for us to use if you would follow me. I would speak of the Naru and the Draenei. Lore hype. The Draenei have been fleeing the Burning Legion for a very, very long time. During that time, the Naru have helped us greatly, sometimes with their lives. We would have perished without their aid. Can I speed you up? No. Can I grip you? No. No, I cannot. Sneaky, sneaky. Anything else to say? Apparently not. Just silence. Okay. In a time of relative peace, we desperately wanted to return their generosity, but had no idea how. To our surprise, they did have one request. By some miracle of the light, they had captured a void god, severely weakening it in the process. Oh, shit. I can't remember this if this is the same as the Shadow Quest. I can't remember it. Oh, I think it is. I think. With the Naru's help, we crafted a place to hold the Void God as well as research it, the Naru themselves and how the Twisting Nether works. It is this place that I would show you. Netherlight Temple. Hype! Let's go. So awesome, this place. I remember the look of it. Yeah, look at this. This is cool. Behold, Soraka, Destroyer of Worlds, brought to heal after millennia. Yeah. Weakened Naru can be turned into Void Gods. The Draenei have been trying to see if it can be reversed. After gaining Velen's trust, I gathered assistance from the other priesthoods to help with the ritual. We are very close. I believe that you could tip the scales with that artifact. If you would step into the main circle, we can begin the ritual. Let's go. Yes! Purge the Void God with holy fire! That Lances just fucking burn him alive. It's working. Can you feel it? That model is so cool. Absolutely incredibly good. Welcome back! The hunger, the rage, it is gone. It has been such a long time. Thank you for freeing me. I know you have a great need and I will help you however I can. Once again, you have proven your ability, my friend. With the aid of Sarah and your artifact, there is no one else more capable. Boom! Headshots for everyone. Did you just grip me? As we have already agreed, priesthoods from all over Azeroth will donate time and resources to this new conclave. Our purpose is none other than the defeat of the burning... What's that walk? I proclaim Tanara Cardinal of this conclave. May they lead us to victory, whether it be bringing hope and healing our allies or sending our foes into the void. Now, Cardinal, we must begin. It will give us some time, and we will return the prison. We will turn this prison into an effective base. This shouldn't take too long. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Bob Vila. Bob Vila. Stroke that cock. Under construction. Oh. Over here, Cardinal. I think you will like the changes we made. Yeah, it's okay. I preferred it when all the Naru guys were here, but whatever. Welcome back, Cardinal. I think you'll find we've done quite the job getting this place ready for you. I'd like to get started immediately. Cool. Artifacts need artificers. Your artifact is quite powerful, but I rarely let things rest on their laurels, so to speak. I've managed to borrow one of the dwarves' foremost experts on artifice and enchanting. I'd like you to speak with Batilde and see if she can't improve what's already been done. So let's go and check out what our artifact ability is. There's the old Nari. There's Sarah. And hopefully the void map is working now. I love the... I initially thought... I remember in the Shadow Priest one. It's got like Nefarian's head or Elixir over there. I was hoping that it would be stuff that was tied to your character, like historically. But not quite. Since you're bound and determined to crack that thing against every demon in Azeroth, you can see if you can squeeze see what we can get out of it. With Sarah's power, I've reworked this here Dragonblight altar into something you can use to focus. Let's skip that part, shall we? Just stick with the thing in there and give it to the world, won't you? Yeah. Doesn't matter how it works. It looks cool. One of our model designers made it. Let's use it. And we gain Light's Wrath. Draw the powers from the Light's Wrath, causing you and all allies with your atonement on them to blast... What? Whoa! Draw the powers from the Light's Wrath. It causes you and all the allies with your atonement on them to blast your target. Does that then heal them as well? Oh my god. What? That's crazy if that works how I think it does. Barrier for the Devoted. Atonement heals 100% more if the target is inside your powered barrier. That's cool. Power of the Dark Side. When Shadow Word Pain deals damage, you have a chance to replace Penance with Suffering, which deals bonus damage. Cool. Like that as well. That would probably be where I'd go straight away. And Chosen by the Light. When you activate Rapture, the next Power Word shield you cast will absorb 10%. I could do with a little bit of reworking, probably. There's the wonderful weapon appearances. Have a little flick through. I know you guys keep asking me to do this. So I should do. The red one's awesome. That's awesome. I like the clock, the gem clock type look to it. That's so cool. With the fucking candles on it. The Chalice of Light. Love the candles on it. The Eternal Vigil. Yeah, I don't like that one. It's a bit somber. I think that's my favourite. I love that one. I think that's so cool. Okay. We're going to have to try this out, obviously. I see old Alonsus there giving us the eye. That man never sleeps, literally, and now neither will you. Go on then, looks like he wants to introduce you to someone. So now we should get our map. This class hall is truly incredible. So for the sake of guys who've never seen it, we'll just have a little wander around. It's been a while. That's on his head. The Sanctuary of the Void. So this is obviously like a shadow-themed area, as you can see there. Got that old Tempest Keep feel to it. Can't mount in here? No. No mounting in here. You should be able to grip people and troll them. Oh, I thought I just gave her double body and soul. That would have been really interesting. And in here is the old the light wells. And you can't talk to Sarah, although she's definitely a quest involved, as you can see there. Okay, let's have a quick word with Alonsus. Wherever he's gone. There he is. Cardinal, let me introduce you to Kalia Menethil. Yes, that's Menethil. She's been an incredible help these past few years. I'd like for her to work for you, helping the helpless. Nice to meet you again, Alonsus. Nice to meet you again. Alonsus has detached me from his service to help you. Now that we aren't hiding in the shadows, I can reconnect with people from my past. I'm also fairly experienced in combat and healing as well. I'm just Kalia now. Lordaeron is no more. Sad. Let me show you the command console. Okay, so this is going to be our map. I can't give a lot of people atonement unless I can give it to randoms. Yeah, whatever. Let's just say Valshara. Cool. Where's the map to get the... Where's the Dalaran portal? Is it just up there? Yeah. Okay. Bye. Whee! So that's just getting your first leveling quest. We're not missing out exactly on any serious information there. What we want to do is go and see if we can give Atonement to a load of random people and then get them all to shoot a target with Holy Fire. Just to see if it does some sort of cool animation more than anything. Now, I'm willing to bet there's quite a few people at the dummies. If not, that kind of sucks, and we'll get into a dungeon and make sure best use of that. It's only a 1.5 minute cooldown, though. We can use this thing all the time. And that's... I wonder how much they're going to try and really, really limit your ability to put Atonement on a lot of people. Oh, here we go. So, can I give her Atonement? I can. Oh, is there no one else here? Boo. Okay, well, let's just test it anyway. So, I've got Atonement. I've got Atonement. Light's Wrath. Oh, it does come from everyone who's got it. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. That is so cool. Damn, that's good. Excellent. Can't wait to see that in raids. That is awesome. And a good sign of a good Disc Priest. You will know when you've got a good Disc Priest in your raid because you'll see that all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, the Discipline Priest, currently in Alpha. Really excited about this one. Really excited. I'm sure this is going to tear people apart as to whether they like it compared to its old version. But for me, looking pretty sharp, actually. Looking pretty sharp. I'll see you again. Be good.